We now look at a slightly more complex standard Satin Doll, and we go about it the same way we did with Autumn Leaves. That is, first we look at the chords and the comping, and then we will analyse it harmonically to understand what scales we may use to improvise on it. There's nothing special about the chords in Satin Doll, which was written in 1953 by Duke Ellington. We're going to use the same shapes we've already discussed many times. There are no exotic, augmented or diminished chords. There's only one little part that you have to play as an obbligato. That is, you have to play it all the time exactly in the same way, because it corresponds to the way the melody was written. But that's very simple, and we will see that in a minute. Like most jazz standards, Satin Doll has an A section and a B section. The A section is repeated twice, then you have the B section, and then you go back to the A section again to complete the 32 bars. This is called an AABA structure, and you will find dozens of standards written exactly in the same format. As you can see from the chart, in most measures you have 2 chords per measure, but this is not a problem, because the tempo is not fast, and the way you're expected to comp is simply with downstrokes in a very swingy fashion. So here is how it goes. You have a D minor 7 going to G7, and as usual we use a D minor 7-9 to a G13, and you really use what I said in the beginning the French called la pompe, this swingy way of comping. Then you move to E minor 7 and A7. Same shapes, same rhythm. And here comes the obbligato part. It goes Okay, if you look at the chart says A minor 7 to D7, followed by A flat minor 7 to D flat 7, and resolving on a C 6-9. You could also play a C major, but we always like our alterations. And as I said, to stay in line with what the melody does, instead of playing, you could, you could do that, but actually what I suggest you do is to follow the melody and count on the upstroke 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay? Of course, when you have the same chord for a full measure, remember to do the little trick, so for instance, or going, that's 4 semitones up, okay, but it's possible. Listen how it to how it sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It's targeting, it's embellishing, and it's still perfectly doable. Then the B section goes from G minor 7 to C7 to F major 7, a 2-5-1. You've already spotted that. And I suggest that instead of taking this F major 7 with the root on the E string, take this with the root on the A string, because it sounds better. When I will play this with a backing track, you will understand that it does indeed play, sounds better if you come up here and add high frequency, higher tones. And then back to our B section. After you've done this, then it's A minor to D7, A minor to D7, D minor 7, G7, and that's the end of the B section, and you go back to the A section. So let's look at this, how this works together with the backing track, so you have an idea of the feel, the way this could be comped.